What is going on, guys? Welcome to the CrossFit Games 2020 update show. If you want to keep up to date with all of the recent news and content and just a summary and thoughts and predictions of what's going to be happening over the course of the weekend, then please hit that subscribe button below. It's important that you do that. I will be putting all of the links to all of the live feeds in the description box. They can change from day to day, so I'll be putting the most up-to-date link in there on each video that I'll be releasing. Obviously, when we get to the October games as well, you can get that notification bell and it'll keep you up to date, and I'll put all of the links in there. So ensure you put that notifications bell and hit subscribe. So that is day one complete, and as we all thought and expected, Matt Fraser and Claire Toomey just absolutely crushing it and dominating the games with some really amazing times on the leaderboard there. For Matt Fraser, he's got 2 event wins overall. Claire Toomey, 3 event wins overall. Matt Fraser got a respectable 8th position on the row, where you would typically expect him not to perform as well in a workout of that nature, of that calibre. You'd expect a taller athlete like Brent Fikowski to take the event winner. The Russian Roman Krenikov getting 1st place and Khan Porter getting 2nd place overall in that 1,000-metre row. One thing I would say on the men's side is that we are seeing some new fresh names coming into that top 5, top 10 position, names that I've typically not seen or heard of as much before. We always see the kind of usual suspects in that top 5 position on the leaderboard, top 10. There's some different names coming through there. Noah Olsen sitting in 2nd place. When we look at the women's side, there is some usual suspects in there. Claire Toomey obviously absolutely crushing it, dominating it. We've seen the likes of Hayley Adams, Brooke Wells, Cara Saunders, Danny Spiegel, and Katrin David's daughter. So some usual suspects in there. It's what I would typically expect from the top 10 positions in the females, but some new names coming through in the men's division, which is fantastic. So we're moving into day 2 and day 3. To be honest, if I'm giving you some thoughts and predictions, I think it's clear as day that the winners are going to be Claire Toomey and Matt Fraser. I think the guys on the men's side have got a lot of work to do to be able to beat Matt Fraser, but there's just no holes in his game that is going to allow anyone to come in and disrupt that leaderboard, particularly in 1st place position, and the same on the women's side. I think there's going to be a closer battle on the women's side, but on the men's side, I just don't see anyone toppling Matt Fraser. Now, one thing I would say, and this is kind of moving into a little bit of a rant, ever since 2015, we've seen the rise of Claire Toomey and Matt Fraser, albeit Ben Smith won it in 2015, but ever since 2016, Matt Fraser and Claire Toomey, I don't know if it was 2017, but we've seen the rise of these characters and we've seen what they're capable of year on year. They are just a dominant force within the CrossFit Games community. There is just no taking them over. But why is no athlete able to take them on? Why is no athlete able to beat them? Everyone is aware of what they are capable of, the damage that they cause every single CrossFit Games, and there is not a male or female athlete that's able to get in and beat these guys, even though they know what they're capable of. And it's like giving someone a treasure map to say, here's where the hidden treasure is, let's go and beat these guys, but nobody is able to go and do it. And I feel when it gets to the games that there's a slight, obviously you're really happy for these guys to be able to year on year completely crush it, but just constantly picking up that prize money, and it just doesn't make it. I suppose I sound a little bit like Piers Morgan here, but it just doesn't make it that entertaining when all it becomes is the tier and match show. You want to see a little bit of movement in that leaderboard, particularly in number 1, number 2 spot. You want to see some close encounters. You want to see some drama. That's what we want. And there's been no athlete to date in the last 4 years, 5 years, that have been able to come in and cause these guys any cause for concern. Matt Fraser and Claire Toomey, year on year, dominate it, crush it. We're all aware of what they're capable of. We're all aware how hard they work. We're all aware how determined and how focused they are in absolutely crushing it. And each year they get better and better, and each year that gap between 1st and 2nd just gets bigger and bigger when you'd expect it to get shorter and shorter. So all I would say on that is, come on guys, females and male athletes, let's up the game. We know what they're capable of. Let's do what we can. There's no excuses for it. You know, everyone's been faced with the same circumstances. Everyone's been under restrictions, lockdown, COVID, pre-COVID, post-COVID. Everyone's been given the same cards to play with. Let's do something where you guys can get in there and absolutely crush and dominate in it, because we want to see that. I feel that the audience and the spectators want to see a closer match at that leaderboard. Let's see what happens over the course of the weekend. I may be proved wrong. We might see someone coming in and they're absolutely crushing it by the look, but by the looks of the workouts and by the looks of what has already happened so far, I just don't see any athlete going in there and taking that crown. Not for this year, and even for next year. I can't even see it for the next 3 years, to be perfectly honest with you. I think these guys are just gonna keep crushing it. Anyway, that's the rant over. Thank you so much for watching, guys. As I said at the start of the video, I will be putting in the description box the links to the live feeds over the course of the weekend. I will be doing daily updates when we get closer to the games in October as well, the actual finals and aromas. So hit that subscribe button and the notification bell as well. Let me know what your comments are. Let me know your thoughts and feelings on what's happened so far on the CrossFit Games in the comments below. It'll be good to get some engagement. It'll be good to get some topics of conversation going and seeing what your thoughts are as well. So thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next video.